In the last few hours, social media platforms have erupted with reports claiming that 3I Atlas transmitted a message to Earth. What began as scattered whispers across niche communities quickly escalated into a storm of viral posts, reaching hundreds of thousands of people in mere hours. The story gained traction because it coincided with fresh telescope data released to select research groups, and soon speculation turned into widespread suspicion that something monumental had just taken place. On the 5th of June 2025, the SETI Institute confirmed that a narrowband radio signal had been received from the direction of Kepler-44b, a potentially habitable exoplanet located roughly 1,200 light-years away. For over 4 decades, SETI has scanned the skies in search of meaningful transmissions, logging and analyzing thousands of unusual bursts of static pulsar noise and satellite interference. But this signal stood apart from the rest. It did not arrive randomly, it repeated. Even more surprising, the signal's modulation patterns carried unmistakable traces of structure, as if encoded language had been woven into its intervals. Scientists who compared it to traditional codes like Morse noted the resemblance, but stressed that it was far more complex, with levels of organization beyond any natural explanation. The first press briefing revealed how extraordinary this find was. Dr. Lina Romani, an astrophysicist from Berkeley, who had long collaborated with SETI, addressed the world. Her voice trembled as she described the phenomenon. She admitted that it was unlike anything the Institute had ever encountered, and acknowledged that the patterns bore the unmistakable hallmarks of intelligence. She stopped short of drawing absolute conclusions, but made it clear the discovery was far beyond ordinary space noise. Then the stream abruptly cut off mid-question and never returned. Viewers initially thought it was a technical glitch, but when the press conference vanished entirely without follow-up, unease began to spread. 2 days later, on the 7th of June, an anonymous user on an underground forum posted what they claimed was an internal NASA briefing document. While the source seemed questionable, the file contained technical data that was far too elaborate to dismiss. Spectrograms, waveform breakdowns, encryption models, and even AI-assisted translations were included. The most shocking part was a partial transcript of the decoded message. It stated, "We have watched. We come in cycles. You are not alone. Prepare." The starkness of the words fueled an online firestorm. Independent researchers, data analysts, and amateur astronomers rushed to examine the document, cross-referencing its content against known signal analysis techniques. The thread exploded across platforms, leaping from online forums that investigate the unknowns of our world to mainstream social media, with entire communities working in real time to unravel the mystery. By the 9th of June, the information vanished. Threads were deleted, accounts banned, links erased, even archived snapshots disappeared. To many, this erasure only reinforced the suspicion that something genuine had slipped out. 2 days later, on the 11th of June, the White House issued a carefully worded statement. It acknowledged that anomalies had been detected in communication arrays, but insisted there was no evidence suggesting an intelligent origin. The message also urged the public to ignore misinformation spreading on unofficial platforms. That same day, NASA's Deep Space Network went offline for what they described as scheduled maintenance. SETI's official website locked into restricted access, and the Allen Telescope Array livestream, once running around the clock, displayed only an error page. The timing of these shutdowns was too precise to be dismissed as coincidence.